Get pregnant faster, implantation bleeding, early pregnancy spotting. In this video, we are going to discuss how you can get pregnant faster. We are going to answer all your questions about early pregnancy bleeding or early pregnancy spotting. And remember, if you have any questions about fertility, about how you can get pregnant faster, just go to the comments and submit your question. I'll be able to answer all your questions in regards to fertility. How can you get pregnant faster? You are expecting that you are pregnant, but you are experiencing spotting, you are experiencing early pregnancy bleeding. What is the cause of early pregnancy bleeding? Gerald, Massa, the health educator, and the names of the channel. And on this channel, we do create awareness about fertility and reproductive health. So, when you experience bleeding in early pregnancy, you've done the urine pregnancy test and it is positive, and you are actually seeing little drops of blood on your knickers, and you are asking yourself, are you experiencing a miscarriage, pregnancy loss, or what is really causing this? We are going to discuss everything about early pregnancy bleeding. Remember, when fertilization takes place, fertilization is when the male sperm meets with the female egg. When they do meet and then they fuse and then they join, there's going to be changes that are going to take place. The first change is that there's going to be an egg which is fertilized. It's going to actually form what we call a morula, and then this is a round ball-like structure which will roll through your fallopian tubes, and then it will go, and then it will attach itself onto the wall of your uterus. The attachment of a fertilized egg onto the side and onto the wall of your uterus is what we call implantation. Now, when this implantation or digging or burrowing or attachment of this fertilized egg is taking place on the wall of your uterus, there's going to be rupture of the blood vessels. There's going to be rupture of the blood vessels. In our local language, we call it okwanika or kwemisua. There's going to be rupture of these blood vessels as the fertilized egg is digging deep. Just imagine you've planted a seed into the soil, and then this seed is germinating, it is growing. It's going to extend its roots into the soil, and then as it is extending, there's going to be sort of patches in the soil. There's going to be that kind of, like, the roots are digging deep. They're looking for support. They're looking for support for the growing crop that is later going to become a tree. So as those roots are digging, imagine that digging taking place onto your wall of your uterus. That digging is going to cause rupture of the blood vessels, because before you got pregnant, before fertilization took place, before the whole process took place, your uterus had a fine lining which is known as a fine endometrial lining. That is, the inside of your uterus was very clear. There was no problems, there were no issues, just the hormones, the progesterone and the estrogen rising, falling, which is cyclic for your menstrual cycle. But in this particular case, you have got pregnant, and there's going to be changes. The uterus which was clear, the lining which was clear, is going to be distorted. I think distorted is the right word. So as this egg is digging deep, there's going to be rupture of the blood vessels. We've talked about that, and this rupture of the blood vessels is actually what is evidenced, is what you see on the physical as the blood or the little droplets, clear blood which is actually very little on your knickers. We call that implantation bleeding or early pregnancy bleeding. I believe at this point we've answered the question, the first part of the question, which was saying that what is early pregnancy bleeding. At this point, you know what early pregnancy bleeding is, you know what brings this about. So if you've done the urine pregnancy test and it is positive, you've gone ahead and you've done the serum HCG pregnancy test, that is the test of pregnancy using your blood, and your doctor has told you that it is positive. At this point, you know why you are getting spotting. At this point, you know why you are experiencing early pregnancy spotting. So, if you ask yourself, if you are to ask me, should you be worried that you've done the pregnancy test, it is positive, and there's bleeding or there's spotting on your knickers, and you are asking yourself, should you be worried? The answer is yes and no. Yes, meaning that you should actually not be worried. The answer is yes and no. Why I say that you should not be worried is that this is normal. It's a normal phenomenon which happens in all women who have just got pregnant. Most of the women, some women do not experience early pregnancy bleeding or implantation bleeding. Some women do not, but that is a small number. The biggest percentage of women do experience what we call early pregnancy bleeding. So you should not be worried, it's normal. Why I say that you should be worried is that if the bleeding increases in volume, you were supposed to see maybe 1 or 2 drops on your knicker, and then you all of a sudden begin seeing gushing of blood or lots of blood, like 500 milliliters is one big cup, coming out, or the blood increases in its volume, but it's also actually having clots, dark clots in them, then you should be worried. This is a danger sign. It's a danger sign, meaning that you could actually be experiencing what we call early miscarriage. You could be experiencing early pregnancy loss. So at this point, what do you need to do? We've talked about the early pregnancy bleeding. We've talked about the causes. The causes basically, I've said that it's normal, but also, when we are looking at the causes of early pregnancy bleeding, specifically, it could be due to the implantation, as I said, but it could also be due to an underlying infection in early pregnancy. And that's why you need to do what we call a pelvic ultrasound scan. And then also, your doctor will request to do what we call the serum HCG pregnancy tests or the urine HCG pregnancy tests. These tests will give us a clear picture whether you are pregnant or you are not pregnant, because you may come to hospital and you may be complaining that you are pregnant, and your complaint will be that you're pregnant and you are about to lose the baby, but when your doctor does the pregnancy test and it is negative, then it means the bleeding is not due to pregnancy. There's something else causing this bleeding. Your doctor will do more evaluation, and then what you need to do, or what your doctor will do most likely, your doctor will request for what we call a pelvic or gynecologic ultrasound scan. This ultrasound scan will give us a clear picture of what is happening inside your reproductive system. If there's an early pregnancy taking place, or if you are pregnant in the first weeks, then there's going to be a well-defined gestational sac. This is the sac of the baby. And then, of course, if there's also clots adjacent to the sac, then that's what we call subchorionic hematomas. Your doctor will put this on the report. If at all your doctor does not see a gestational sac, the baby sac inside the uterus, then what is causing the bleeding? Because you've done the pregnancy test and it is positive, there are high chances that you could actually be having what we call an ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic also means an extrauterine pregnancy. Pregnancy outside the uterus. You are expecting to be pregnant with a baby inside the uterus, but the baby is outside the uterus. Ectopic pregnancy. Very dangerous. So if you do the pelvic ultrasound scan and it shows, your doctor tells you that you are having what we call an ectopic pregnancy, then there are high chances that actually you may not be discharged immediately. Your doctor will take you up, admit you, and then do more tests on you, and then of course prompt prompt management will be given, whereby most likely your doctor may do an operation or a procedure which is also known as a salpingectomy, whereby the tube will be actually opened up and then washing will be done in the theater and then management will be given by your doctor. Thank you for watching today's video. I believe at this point you've understood something about early pregnancy bleeding. If you do have any questions, kindly ask me all your questions, and then remember to donate towards our work so that we reach more people with this type of information. Donate whatever amount you can. Thanks a lot, my friend, and let me see you in tomorrow's video. Have yourself a great day and bye-bye. Hello, in this video we are going to discuss the best positions for you to get pregnant faster. Have you been trying to get pregnant and you are asking yourself what are the best positions for you to get pregnant faster? Gerald, Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel, and remember, if it's your first time on our channel, subscribe so that you do not miss new videos we release every day about fertility and reproductive health. So you are trying to get pregnant and you are asking yourself what is the best position. According to law, the best position for you to get pregnant is that position which enables the position, or that position which enables close proximity. If the male organ can reach the cervix, or if at all the male sperms are deposited towards the cervical canal or towards the internal part of the cervix, then it means that the chances of getting pregnant are going to be high. They're going to be very high. So if you've been trying with your partner, trying to get pregnant and things are not working out, then you could actually look at having that particular position which enables that your partner be close to the cervix as much as possible. So if you are asking yourself what is the best position for you to get pregnant, the best position is that particular position which enables you to be close to the cervix. The main reason is that if the male sperms are deposited around the cervical canal, then the distance for the sperms to move up to your fallopian tube where fertilization will take place in that junction of the tube, also known as the ampulla, it is going to be actually simplified. So the best position is the best position is the position which enables close proximity to the cervix. Have yourself a great day. Remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos we release every day about fertility and reproductive health. And let me answer all your questions in the comments below. Thank you and bye-bye. AMH, the anti-Mullerian hormonal levels. And we are talking about how you can raise your AMH levels. And remember, we've said that AMH means your anti-Mullerian hormonal levels. It's a hormone which is released by your follicles, or it's released by your eggs. So it is actually a hormone which gives a picture of how good your eggs are functioning. So we are talking about how you can increase your AMH levels naturally, and we've talked about eating foods that are rich in vitamin D, but also it is very important to know that you actually need to eat foods that are high or that are rich in folate. Folate-rich food, for example, liver, they are really so good in helping raise your AMH levels. If you cannot access this, you can actually opt for supplements of folic acid. And then also you should eat plenty of fruits. For example, tomatoes, they are really so good in helping increase your AMH levels. You should also look at other methods, for example, doing exercises. How can you increase your AMH levels? You simply need to do these simple things we've talked about, and you will be able to increase your AMH levels. Let me answer all your questions down below in the comments, and have yourself a great day. Let me see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you and bye-bye. You've been asking yourself, can you get pregnant when you have low AMH levels? In this video today, we are going to answer this question. First of all, the anti-Mullerian hormonal levels play a very key factor in helping you get pregnant. Now you are asking yourself, can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The normal AMH levels, the normal anti-malarial hormonal levels in your blood, you as a woman trying to get pregnant, the normal is supposed to be at least 2 up to 6 mg per mil. That is the normal range of AMH levels. If at all you are trying to get pregnant and your AMH levels are very low, maybe you are in 0 point something, 0.1, 0 point maybe 2, this means that your AMH levels are really very low. The question is, can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The answer is yes, you can get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels, but it is very, very important for you to have a thorough evaluation being done by your doctor so that they can establish exactly what has been preventing you from getting pregnant. There are many causes, there are many reasons why you may be having difficulties getting pregnant. Age could be one of the reasons why you are not getting pregnant. Maybe you are in your 40s. Women who are in their 40s, they do get pregnant, but they may need assistance of a specialist. So if you have been trying to get pregnant, you've done all the tests and really everything seems to be normal, it's high time you checked for your AMH levels. But remember, it is a key indicator of your ovarian reserve. It gives a picture of how your eggs are. It talks about the quality of your eggs. You might have done an ultrasound scan, and the scan has shown that you actually have good ovarian reserves. Your follicles are really very good. They are of normal diameter. Your scan doctor has told you that you actually have enough eggs, and then also your fallopian tubes are very, very okay. They are open, and then your uterus is very healthy. It's high time you checked for the AMH levels, and no matter the findings, they can always be boosted. Your AMH levels can be boosted. You simply have to identify which foods can help raise your AMH levels, but also there are lots of medications that will be prescribed by your doctor to help you raise your AMH levels. Gerald, Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel, and remember, this video was about can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels, and the answer is very simple: you can get pregnant. Do you know the main reason why you can still get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The main reason is that on your ovulation day, that is the 14th day of your menstrual cycle, from the first day when you saw your periods, that day on your ovulation day, you specifically need only 1 egg, and then you also need only 1 sperm for the whole process of fertilization to take place. So you may be having low AMH levels, but you only need 1 egg. What does that mean? It means you need to work hand in hand with your doctor, with your specialist, and then you need to identify ways of boosting your AMH levels. If you can get only 1 egg, and then if you can get only 1 viable sperm, fertilization can take place, and I believe by the grace of God, you can get pregnant. Remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos I upload every day on this channel. On this channel, Gerald, Massa, the health educator, will create awareness about fertility and reproductive health. Let me see you in tomorrow's video. Have yourself a great day, and remember to drop your questions in the comments below. I will be able to answer all your questions. And you can also support our work by going to the description of this video, and then you can support with whatever amount you have, so that we will be able to reach more with this information. Thank you, and have yourself a great day. We are going to talk about how you can increase your AMH levels. You have just done the AMH test, and it is showing that your levels are very low. Remember, AMH means your anti-Mullerian hormone. The normal is supposed to be between 2 up to 7 mg per mil. If you have done the test and it is showing that your levels are very low, you are having AMH levels of 0.0 something, then it's high time you watch this video so that you can learn how you can increase your AMH levels naturally. Gerald, Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel. I welcome you, my friend, on our channel, Gerald Massa, the health educator. On this channel, we do create awareness about fertility and reproductive health. How can you increase your AMH levels? The best tip, the best advice you need to take from this video is that you actually have to opt for foods that are rich in vitamin D. Vitamin D is a rich source of a nutrient. The nutrient known as vitamin D is very, very good in increasing your I'm saying that you need to look at taking foods that are rich in vitamin D. If you take these foods that are rich in vitamin D, then there are high chances that you are going to increase your AMH levels naturally. Remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos we release every day on this channel. And let me answer all your questions down below in the comments. Today we are going to discuss the causes of low AMH. What are the causes of low anti-Mullerian hormonal levels? You are trying to get pregnant. You've done the tests, you just from your doctor, and the report, the results, the lab results are showing that you have low AMH, low anti-Mullerian hormonal levels. You are asking yourself, what caused low anti-Mullerian hormonal levels? First of all, before we jump to the causes of low AMH, we need to understand what the anti-Mullerian hormonal levels are. The anti-Mullerian hormone specifically is a hormone which, or it's a test which actually gives a picture, an overall picture about the quality of your follicles, or it gives a picture about the quality of your eggs. We know that when a girl is born, she's born with many eggs. We call them follicles. But as this girl grows, as a woman grows and ages, as she reaches the age of 40, 45 and above, the hormonal levels, the anti-Mullerian hormonal levels, or the quality of a woman's eggs tend to deteriorate. It tends to actually reduce. How can you tell that your quality of the eggs is reducing? How can you tell that the quality of your eggs is reducing? The only way to tell how your eggs are, the only way to get a clear picture of the functionality, or to get a clear picture of how your eggs are doing, is by doing a test known as the anti-Mullerian hormone. The normal levels, we know they range between 2 up to 6 mg per mil. If you do the test and the results show that you have 0.1, then it means that your AMH levels are very low. What are the causes of low AMH levels? The first cause of low AMH is age. We've talked about age. As a woman is growing, there are high chances that her anti-Mullerian hormonal levels are going to reduce. The other factor, the other cause of anti-Mullerian hormonal levels being low is that if a woman does smoke or smoking, if a woman smokes, there are high chances that the quality of her eggs are going to be affected. We know very well that smoking or cigarette smoking, cigarettes contain chemicals, among which we have a common one known as nicotine. When a woman smokes, there are high chances that this chemical in the cigarette smoke is going to be absorbed in the lungs, in a woman's lungs, and then of course in those small parts, we call them the air sacs, they are going to, the whole process of absorption is going to take place, and then part of the chemicals in the cigarette smoke is going to travel through the bloodstream to your ovaries, because we know that there are two major blood vessels which supply your ovaries. The first one is known as the femoral artery, and then the next one is known as the femoral vein. So if you smoke, the chemicals in the cigarette smoke are going to filter into your blood, and then we know that the cardiovascular system, the system which deals with our blood, it is actually a transport mechanism. Just as you see a train heading to a place, the chemicals in the cigarette smoke are going to be carried to your ovaries, and when these chemicals reach your ovaries, they are going to affect the quality of your eggs. So we've talked about two causes of low AMH. The first cause is age, the next one is cigarette smoking. The next cause of low AMH levels are women who are on anti-cancer drugs. If a woman is on anti-cancer drugs, there are high chances that these drugs are going to bring about low AMH. And also, if a woman has been told that they have endometriosis, there are high chances that this condition is going to lead, or it's going to be connected with low AMH levels. So if you do the fertility test today and the results are showing that you have low anti-Mullerian hormonal levels, or you have low AMH, there are high chances that this could be connected to something, and that's why you need a whole fertility screening by a specialist. Talk to your doctor about this, and they will advise you on what you need to do. Endometriosis is a condition evidenced, or it's a condition where part of your womb, part of the uterus, part of the tissue of your uterus grows in another part of the body. Ideally, your uterus is supposed to be in your lower abdomen, in the pelvic region, but in endometriosis, part of your uterus, scattered tissues are got in other parts, including your intestines. It's a serious condition. If you've done the anti-Mullerian hormonal test, if you've done the AMH test, and it is showing that the results are very low, you need to sit down with your doctor, and they will advise you on what you need to do. I hope at this point you now know the causes of low AMH. At this point, I hope at this point you now know the causes of low AMH. Let me answer all your questions about fertility in the comments below. Just go down in the comments and ask all your questions, even if they are not connected to AMH. If it could be another question, maybe about fibroids, about blocked fallopian tubes, just go in the comments, post your question there. I will answer your question as soon as I see it. Remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos I release every day on this channel about fertility and reproductive health. And then also remember to donate so that we reach more people with this very information you're getting free, and then also we shall be able to support them with free ultrasound scans. Many women are pregnant, but they cannot afford an ultrasound scan. With your support, we shall be able to reach these women. How can you donate? How can you support our work? You simply go to those numbers below, the Airtel money number and then the MTN mobile money number. You can submit or you can donate whichever amount you have. Your donations are highly appreciated. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you now know what caused the low AMH levels. And if you would like to have a chat with me, go to the comments and ask your questions. Gerald, Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel. Have yourself a great and fantastic day. May God bless us all. See you in my next video tomorrow. Bye bye. You've been asking yourself, can you get pregnant when you have low AMH levels? In this video today, we are going to answer this question. First of all, the anti-Mullerian hormonal levels play a very key factor in helping you get pregnant. Now, you are asking yourself, can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The normal AMH levels, the normal anti-Mullerian hormonal levels in your blood, you as a woman trying to get pregnant, the normal is supposed to be at least 2 up to 6 ng per mil. That is the normal range of AMH levels. If at all you are trying to get pregnant and your AMH levels are very low, maybe you are in 0 point something, 0.1, 0. Maybe 2. This means that your AMH levels are really very low. The question is, can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The answer is yes, you can get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels, but it is very, very important for you to have a thorough evaluation being done by your doctor so that they can establish exactly what has been preventing you from getting pregnant. There are many causes, there are many reasons why you may be having difficulties getting pregnant. Age could be one of the reasons why you are not getting pregnant. Maybe you are in your 40s. Women who are in their 40s, they do get pregnant, but they may need assistance of the specialist. So if you have been trying to get pregnant, you've done all the tests and really everything seems to be normal, it's high time you checked for your AMH levels. But remember, it is a key indicator of your ovarian reserve. It gives a picture of how your eggs are. It talks about the quality of your eggs. You might have done an ultrasound scan, and the scan has shown that you actually have good ovarian reserves. Your follicles are really very good. They are of normal diameter. Your scan doctor has told you that you actually have enough eggs, and then also your fallopian tubes are very, very okay. They are open, and then your womb, your uterus is very healthy. It's high time you checked for the AMH levels, and no matter the findings, they can always be boosted. Your AMH levels can be boosted. You simply have to identify which foods can help raise your AMH levels, but also there are lots of medications that will be prescribed by your doctor to help you raise your AMH levels. Gerald, Massa, the health educator, are the names of the channel. And remember, this video was about, can you get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? And the answer is very simple. You can get pregnant. Do you know the main reason why you can still get pregnant even if you have low AMH levels? The main reason is that on your ovulation day, that is the 14th day of your menstrual cycle, from the first day when you saw your periods, that day on your ovulation day, you specifically need only 1 egg, and then you also need only 1 sperm for the whole process of fertilization to take place. So you may be having low AMH levels, but you only need 1 egg. What does that mean? It means you need to work hand in hand with your doctor, with your specialist, and then you need to identify ways of boosting your AMH levels. If you can get only 1 egg, and then if you can get only 1 viable sperm, fertilization can take place, and I believe by the grace of God, you can get pregnant. Remember to subscribe so that you do not miss new videos I upload every day on this channel. On this channel, Gerald, Massa, the health educator, will create awareness about fertility and reproductive health. Let me see you in tomorrow's video. Have yourself a great day, and remember to drop your questions in the comments below. I will be able to answer all your questions. And you can also support our work by going to the description of this video, and then you can support with whatever amount you have, so that we will be able to reach more with this information. Thank you, and have yourself a great day. Bye bye.